If Mo would have saw it, he would have said, that movie, straight out of Compton, was right on the money. And Ariel would say, how would Ariel say it? It was
a good movie. It was a good. I liked it.
He said, "You got to see that movie.
That's a good movie.
You didn't see that movie. You got to see that movie." You know?
Ariel probably.
Hey, but that was a good movie, man. That shows you what a few motivated black men can do if they come together in unity and do something, man. Because Steven Spielberg didn't make that movie, man. Jake made that goddamn movie, man.
That's right, man.
And that movie, man, that was a long movie too. When you make a movie that's damn near 2 hours and 40 minutes or something like that, almost 3 hours, that means your heart and soul is in that movie, man. That wasn't no bullshit movie that you see and feel good about, man. And you see that damn movie, spend your money, go ahead and spend that money and go see that. You might get it on bootleg, but go ahead and spend some money, let them brothers get that money, you know? And go ahead and watch that movie, man. And then you can get it on bootleg, okay? And you want to watch it on the big screen, man. Hey, but the acting was good. The first week, it was #1, man. It beat Tom Cruise and all the mother crackers, man. Even though we believe Tom Cruise could be an Israelite. But, hey, you beat Tom Cruise, man. You a bad dude. You bad, man. Oh, of course he saw the movie. He probably knows him, man. He's cool with him, man. And like when they made that movie with this guy, what's this dude, Jamie Foxx, they made a movie together, the first movie together, and Tom Cruise went out to Texas with his people, and he was just hanging out with Jake, man. He was going to party, just hanging out with him, man. Like he knows him. We believe he's a Jake, okay? Dances like a Jake, you know, acts like a Jake, but he looks like a white man. Dances like a white man. Sings like a black man, but he's a white man. Tom Jones. That's what Yeshaya said. Anyway, that movie was good because you know what it showed, that movie, man? It showed you how Jake is. Jake going through hell, but climbing up out of that hell, man. Having the creativity to come up out of that hell and to do something with their life, man. Even though they were negative in that doing. Well, they showed how niggas that ain't got no vision, which me and you know niggas that ain't got vision. We know guys that have big names, that have celebrity names, that we trying to get them to use their name to make shit happen, and they ain't doing nothing. What do we say? Them niggas don't got no vision, man. See, we doing things. We got things, but we got guys that we know that have names in this world. That they got their little money. So they happy with their little, their money, man. They're in right. Lonzo, he remind me, when I saw Lonzo pop up, I thought about one cat, man. I said, that's him. And even Dr. Dre said, you ain't got no vision. He said, I can't deal with a man with no vision. Them guys have vision. They show you the movie, every time the cops rolled up, they made them seem like demons, man. Even the black cops. Now, once you see that movie and you trust a fucking cop, you got, hey, brother, any man that's in the truth that's a cop, man, he's suspect, man. Not saying because there's certain brothers we know that are in the law enforcement profession that are cool, man. But you know what, man? Brother, you couldn't pay me enough money to be a fucking cop, man. Okay? But in that movie, they showed you every time the cops rolled. It was like Jaws and shit, right? Every time the cop rolled up, you already knew they were going to fuck with Jake, man. I mean, every time they showed the cops, you knew they made them look like demons, man. Now, like Jaws coming up, you heard the Jaws music, right? Number 2, they showed the woman. They showed you the true essence of a woman that got an ass and the body look good. She ain't nothing but a fucking hoe, man. And they were popping these women left and right, and they didn't have no respect for them women, man. Every time they showed the movie, when they was in the big house, and they had about 150 women, all looking good, and they wouldn't even pay them no attention. They would do it because they were popping them, man. See, them guys are almost like in the kingdom, man. And that's what in our kingdom. What you think we're gonna do? You gonna have my number one, my soulmate? We ain't gonna have no soulmates in the kingdom, man. We're gonna be with all kind of women, man. Them guys wanted to taste the kingdom of heaven, man. And they did that, man.
They were throwing women by.
They were popping women, man. They showing you where a woman, and even in boxing, at one time they tried to put up women boxers. That shit got played out, man. Women are in their right place in boxing, being the ring card girl. Have a big ass titty, looking pretty with a fucking round one, round 10. That's what you're good for, man. Okay? That's what you're good for. That's what you're good for, man. You're good for popping, reproducing, and a man's toy. That's what you're there for, a man's toy. Now, once that woman is with you for X amount of years, then she kind of proved herself. So she actually she got to prove herself. She becomes your woman, man. Then you have feelings for that woman. You with a woman, and you have a woman for, and you have a woman for like 10, 15 years, and she done backed you up when you was down. You done backed her up. She done did things for you. You done did things for her. She was ride or die with you for a number of years. Then you show her that, look, this is my woman. You ain't gonna call her hoe no more unless you get mad at her. You know, hoe, you bitch, you hoe, you slut. You know, but that's what they showed in that movie, man. Oh, and in the movie they found that they didn't show everything that was they supposed to show. Excuse me. They said they had a thing where they're criticizing Dr. Dre because a couple of times he remember the woman with the baby? He actually beat her. And then he had to come back and apologize. Yeah, I didn't put it in the movie. Nigga, you don't got to put that in the movie, man. So what? Yeah. We know how it is in the hood, man. You don't got to put that in the movie. Yeah. And then he said I was young, I was stupid, and I used to drink a lot. Well, if you go back when we were all young, at one time or another, you had to put the wife beater on. And for you guys that are saying otherwise, you're a goddamn liar, or you're a beta male, man.
That's right.
Okay? And you got an alpha male. Alpha male, if you push them buttons, man, he gonna throw that wife beater on. He gonna go to work, man. Yeah. With the tie gonna be coming out the back, coming out the shell. You know what I'm saying?
Possible to her. Women like alpha
but women keep coming back.
Yeah.
The women that you treat like shit, they keep coming back. We're not telling you brothers to treat you women like shit. All right? But if you treat them special, they don't respect you, man. And that's a beta male, man. Like I said, when a woman you got put in years with you, then you show her that respect for a woman. You give her a little, I need money. I'll go shopping. Give her the money, man. That's it. That's what you do. Or like Henry Hill with his wife in Goodfellas, right? She went like this. He said, "How much do you need?" She went. Then he went into that belt, he took that stack out and gave it to her, and she went shopping, man. Yeah. She went shopping.
But she proved herself, man.
Exactly. Now the guy, Jerry Heller, he's all over YouTube. Oh, now that dude was he from Cleveland, man. He said in one video, he said, man, guns is nothing. He said, when I was 11 years old in Cleveland, I had a gun. So he was one of them rough so-called Jews. He was a rough Amalekite, man. And we had a hard time fighting them Amalekites, man, he was one of them devils, man. Yeah. He was one of them damn devils, man. Yeah. He was hanging out with them motherfuckers and all that, man.
Yeah. He got arrested, too.
He got arrested, too. He was all up in the cop's face. But when Ice Cube made that diss record, and they was sitting there listening to the shit, right, No Vaseline, all them guys are like, they were getting mad, but they dealt with it. They kept it inside. As soon as he hit on my man, the so-called Jew, he lost it, man. He turned, he said, what? He said, what? I'm going to call the atheist on this guy. See, that's how them devils are, man.
I knew he was a hateful little...
And that's the same way that this guy, what's his name, the boxing promoter, the so-called Jew, Bob Arum. Now, Floyd had to come up under Bob Arum, man. And Bob Arum's man was De La Hoya. Now, Floyd couldn't get past De La Hoya. That's why Floyd called him out and wound up beating him. But before he did that, he bought out his contract. It was 750 G's. So he bought out his contract from Bob Arum, all right? And now he's on top. That's why when he beat Pacquiao and they had the press conference, whose heads were up and whose heads were down? Pacquiao's head was down. Freddie, the joke coach Roach, head was down. Bob Aaron's head was down. Whose head was up? Floyd. And while he was doing this, the press conference, they brought him his first check. It was $100 million. So he got back. See, the so-called Jew wants to rule everything.